Welcome back to the rebranded Skyzone channel. Right now we're called Easy Coding because we wanted at least you to relate to what we want to do. And we want to start a series where we'll actually be taking you through some of the challenging concepts of programming, but making it easy for you so that you find it fun in doing. And this particular series will be basically HTML5. For those of you who've actually been through our channel before, we talked about HTML. And in essence, just as a recap, HTML is hypertext markup language. It's not really a programming language. It's called a markup language, and there's a difference between those two. We'll come to that. But right now we'll be focusing on HTML5, which is the current markup language that people are using. The reason why we are doing this is especially for those people who are interested to begin doing this particular, programming. Maybe you're interested in some way or not. You don't necessarily need to have technical know-how or previous experience in programming and all that. We'll try and make it fun and easy for you. Now, HTML, hypertext markup language, some people have been asking what's the difference between HTML, or rather a markup language and a programming language. A markup language basically is something that it's a language that can be interpreted by a browser. And by browsers, we mean Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, whatever it is that you always use to access whatever sites you always go through. On the other hand, when you're talking about a programming language, we're talking about a set of instructions that must be compiled by some sort of a compiler for it to be executed. So programming languages are mostly machine readable, though right now we have the high level ones that, because of the advance in technology. But for markup language, basically they are human readable because they can actually be easily translated or interpreted. So I can give an example basically for those people who might not understand the examples I've given. I can do an illustration. If you go right now to Mombasa Road or Thika Road, or those people outside this particular country of ours, beautiful Kenya, I'm sure you've seen constructions being done. There are those constructions that use precast or rather pre-made materials to construct a particular house or a road and all that. Now in that context, that particular language, when you bring it to either HTML or markup language or programming language, the precast ones are what we call markup languages. But again, you've seen the mixer where they put in the cement, the ballast, they put in the sand and all that. Now that in essence is what a programming language is. So mostly programming language, you have to mix it yourself, then you take to build. For markup language is basically something that has already been predefined, and now you can easily use that. So we'll be actually taking you through some of the basic and more advanced features of HTML5, and maybe just so that we can start, for those people who understood HTML4, remember HTML5 has predecessors. It has HTML 4.01. It has XHTML 1.0 and XHTML 1.1 and others. So there are of course those tags and elements that were used in the previous versions. So for those people who have a slight idea, or those people who've been through our channel before, I would want you to go to our comment section, write some of those tags that we used in those previous versions of HTML or previous versions of markup language. And then in our next episode now, we'll delve deeper into the practical session. I'll teach you what are the new things and the new advancements that HTML5 kind of brings to technology. And from there, we'll now go and Google. Otherwise, for now, take your time, subscribe, click on the notification bell. And until next time, when we start the actual practical thing, stay tuned. Kudos.